I just want to know, do people really think Christians are savages? Do they really think that Christians go around the world provoking fights and spreading terrorism, or who who is actually being covered for daily by politicians and the Democrat Party and the obviously paid by some other country or even the terrorists, maybe Saudi Arabia country or something. Some Muslim nations pay for all of the media, MSNBC and the CNNs and all these covering all this important stuff, breaking news. How what a bastards bunch of bastards Christians are. Christianity is a monstrous. So we're gonna throw Christianity right under the bus continuously, and then we'll maybe throw a little bit of hint of Buddhism, hint of whatever this or that, and and basically, if I were to say I'm a Christian, you know, and I wouldn't deny Christ, that I believe in Christ or whatnot. Um, what makes you think that I am trying to change somebody, the way that they think and live, or who they are, or where they're at? You know, you think I'm trying to draw them into my opinion, or basically my own religious perspective, or just the way that I live, basically, and think that people should ought to treat each other, which basically I always thought I was close to Buddhist, if you want to bring Buddhists into it, closer to them because they're the only people that I know of, besides Christians, that truly practice peace and want the planet to be protected. So there's your monks and your other people that are loyal to the cause, and their cause is to make the planet strong and to take care of Mother Earth or whatever. So, and then you would have those earthy people wanting to their, you know, cover their 6 o'clocks and everybody else's by trying to do the best that we all can together collectively as whatever we are, Christians or Earth people or Buddhists or whatever, who have a thing in common, and that is to ensure all our safeties and other people's safeties, but them to have a pleasant world to live in, not a polluted world. So I understand where they're going with that climate summit thing, but I think that if you were to do more things in the practice in your own habits, each individual can take more time um, putting things into their own lives, like do a garden or do things, study, research things on what you think you could do that would help the planet out in particular, and to not just make it a safer place, but a more beautiful place. And that's where I'm going. And to be perfectly honest with you, I do not believe that Muslims in particular, all of them, are caring about the planet. So is there such a thing as a peaceful Muslim? And is it really truly a religion, or is it something that is pushed with a radical intention and agenda all in mind, all from the beginning? And the difference here that I'm trying to say that is so different between the two that you cannot compare either one is one is Christianity here on one hand is fighting to keep their religion, their opinion on religion intact, and to be able to fall on or find a religion, in my opinion, and that's what I believe, that you either find a religion, like Christianity or whatever it is, that makes you a better person, opposed to one who, the Muslim one, which I do not think is very peaceful at all. For one, they have a bottom line. If you're able to go in and study every place, they all have an open door, so you can go into all of them and go in and listen to what they're all saying. So if they're talking about some, you know, taking over the place, that needs to be addressed. And no, I do not believe that they should be allowed here, maybe even to the point where they should be kicked out of America. If anybody is that downright thinks it's that important, to go and push in a topic the way that the Muslim community does, then I really don't think that they deserve the right to be here. Because what we're talking about is them not having the right to this radical freedom of religion, or whatever you guys are trying to, left balls or whoever else is trying to defend Muslims, for crying out loud. Unless they can basically show me a church, because I could show you many Christian churches where it's basically like I said, the people, they went and spread the word. It was to somebody to basically take in as their new philosophy or their new religion, but it's not forced, is what I'm getting to. It's not a forced religion. Some are cults, so I understand that. So I need to pay attention to the differences between what's in depth in religion as it is, and maybe you can look at Muslims. Maybe there could be a point in time whenever we can look at them not the way that we look at a lot of Christian cults. Say like, um, I just I don't want to throw any Mormons and stuff like that under the bus, but that's basically what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about open-mindedness. So there could be peaceful Muslims there. They would totally have to be ones that are open-minded in their point it out. What you have the right to freedom of religion, practice it or whatever. If you're not if you're not forceful, like, I'll kill you, I'm gonna kill you now. If it comes down to bloodshed and war and things are chaotic like that, and people are put in a position like that, I would be in full force to convert people, or I would have to kill them in particular, actually, if that was face to face, not on a computer in a video. I'm not talking about in that sense. I mean, if it actually came down to having a war here in America again, like the Revolution or the Civil War, I would be um, kind of compelled to try my best to persuade the person to convert to Christianity before I let them go, or made them fight on my side, or whatever I do with the prisoner or person. But I would want to do that before I would want to have to execute somebody in particular. But as it is, I can live with anybody in any other religion, and that's not the case. So quit throwing Christianity and Christians underneath the bus for Muslims who are radical, who basically need to step it up and The ones that are peaceful need to prove that they're peaceful. And here's how you point it out: how you give them freedom of religion. They don't force you to say they're going to kill you if you don't convert, and they don't say death to America. That right there just is a big indicator that anybody who thinks that they should be coming here or whatever, if they think death to America and should not be, just be like, I don't know what you're doing here, but we don't want you here. You said death to America. Why would I want? What makes you think that I am that stupid that I want to hear somebody say? And that's not a religious thing. That's a like their caliphate thing. They want to get one Muslim thing put underneath one Muslim leader or whatever. And it's not right. It's a war pushing machine is what it is, not an actual religion. So until they can show that they are here peacefully or not forcing it. Now, I can understand them going out and talking to people about the religion, and that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about them not being able to express their opinions and their ideas. I'm talking about these people recruiting people to commit terrorist acts and to continue their jihadic, um, you know, I guess interpretation of life, of what they believe life and the way it's supposed to go, or something, go and kill these people. You have a fundamental religious reason to be able to go and murder people and to terrorize people. I don't see that coming out from too many Christians as it is, but look at the differences. 'Cause like I said, there's some that are peaceful. Like I say that um, are willing to tell stories and talk to people about Christianity and their religion and not force it, not cram it on you. So that's the difference. And you can't compare the two. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Thanks.